Okay, so let's do the technique that's been shown to improve cardiac coherence. So again, this is the heart lock-in technique, and we will begin it now. I often find that it's best to practice it with your eyes closed. I use this technique through the day if I'm in a situation where I want to improve performance or I sense that I'm starting to get stressed about something. You can do this with your eyes open and no one knows that you're doing it. So that's just a little tip. But for when you're practicing it, like anything, we get better with practice, and the effects improve the more we practice it. And the more we try this and the more time we spend with it, the better we will get with it. So let's start with our eyes closed. So step one is to focus your attention on the area of your heart. I find it's helpful to place my hand over that area. So you're going to close your eyes and just bring your awareness or your attention to the area of your heart. And now I want you to imagine that your breath is flowing in and out of your chest area, and you're breathing slower and deeper than usual. And once you feel ready, I would like you to bring on an emotion or a regenerative feeling such as appreciation, gratitude, care, or compassion. And just try to activate and sustain that renewing feeling. I often find it's helpful to think of someone or something that I am grateful for. And sometimes when people first start this practice, they find it difficult to bring up this type of feeling. And just know that the research has found that simply by slowing our breathing to this breath where we're breathing slower and deeper than usual already helps to bring us into this coherent heart rhythm. And next, I want you to radiate this renewing feeling to the rest of your body. And then imagine radiating this into the room around you and to others around you. And then when you feel ready, you can bring your awareness back to the room that you're in. And then we'll take a moment to discuss ways that you can incorporate this into your day. So, research has found that doing a technique like this, as little as 5 minutes twice a day, has profound effects on many systems of our body, including our immune system, cognitive function, as I mentioned, affecting the way we're thinking, the way we're feeling, the way we're acting, etc., etc. So you might start, if you haven't done something like this before, just with a 2 or 3 minute practice time, and you're just doing these steps. And there is a guided practice on YouTube that I have found that's 3 minutes long, so I can send the link here and you can look at that if you want to have a guided practice at first. The other thing to do is you could put on some music and spend 5-10 minutes doing this practice in the morning before you start your day, and then do that another time at night if you wanted. The other way that I recommend using this is if you are experiencing an increase in stress through your day, you can help to balance your nervous system and help yourself be more regulated by doing a technique like this, even for a couple of minutes. If you're driving in traffic and you find yourself getting stressed out because there's a traffic jam, that's the time you can do this technique, obviously with your eyes open. And if you're in a meeting, same thing. You can do this technique as you start to feel your body becoming a little bit more stressed. That's something that's very helpful. As I mentioned in the intro video to this technique, you can do this technique before doing an activity that you know may increase your symptoms, or you want to just perform well on a certain work task. You can do this before you start it. These are ways you can incorporate this into your life pretty easily. And the main thing that we want to keep in mind is that we want to bring this kind of state of these regenerative feelings where we're getting this nice balance within our autonomic nervous system and through the biochemistry in our body. So when we experience these feelings of gratitude or love, we get the release of oxytocin, which has a major effect on many different systems in our body, a very positive effect. So it's something that is great to be in this state as often as we can. Of course, there's times where we're triggered or different emotions come up, and that's normal and fine. And what we want to do is, that's the time that we spend in those states. So the more we can be in this state where we're feeling these regenerative feelings, we're slowing our breath, the more balance that will bring to our system, and the more influence that has on, again, these higher centers in our brain where we experience pain. So the insula is the region in the brain, the structure in the brain where we experience or perceive pain. And these techniques have a profound effect on this area. So it's something that we can do in our lives to really help with our pain perception, the way we move, the way we're thinking, feeling, etc., etc. And that has a big influence on our overall symptom and physical function. So I wish you all the best with this technique, and I look forward to teaching you some other exercises.